Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Guests, like fish, begin to smell after 3 days. Some people die at 25 and aren't buried until 75. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. We must, indeed, all hang together, or, most assuredly, we shall all hang separately. 3 can keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. Without continual growth and progress, such words as improvement, achievement, and success have no meaning. Life's tragedy is that we get old too soon and wise too late. It takes many good deeds to build a good reputation, and only one bad one to lose it. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy and wise. Lost time is never found again. Either write something worth reading or do something worth writing. Never leave that till tomorrow, which you can do today. Energy and persistence conquer all things. You may delay, but time will not. Whatever is begun in anger ends in shame. In this world nothing can be said to be certain, except death and taxes. Well done is better than well said. When in doubt, don't. Wine is constant proof that God loves us and loves to see us happy. They who can give up essential liberty to obtain a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. Dost thou love life, then do not squander time, for that is the stuff life is made of. He who falls in love with himself will have no rivals. He that is good for making excuses is seldom good for anything else. Diligence is the mother of good luck. Half a truth is often a great lie. Experience keeps a dear school, but fools will learn in no other. At 20 years of age the will reigns, at 30 the wit, and at 40 the judgment. A penny saved is a penny earned. Remember not only to say the right thing in the right place, but far more difficult still, to leave unsaid the wrong thing at the tempting moment. Beware of little expenses. A small leak will sink a great ship. Honesty is the best policy. He that can have patience can have what he will. I didn't fail the test, I just found 100 ways to do it wrong. Wise men don't need advice. Fools won't take it. Many a man thinks he is buying pleasure, when he is really selling himself to it. When you're finished changing, you're finished. A house is not a home unless it contains food, and fire for the mind as well as the body. Rather go to bed without dinner than to rise in debt. There are 3 things extremely hard: steal, a diamond, and to know oneself. Hide not your talents, they for use were made. What's a sundial in the shade? Keep your eyes wide open before marriage, half shut afterwards. The Constitution only gives people the right to pursue happiness. You have to catch it yourself. A place for everything, everything in its place. If passion drives you, let reason hold the reins. It is the working man who is the happy man. It is the idle man who is the miserable man. Don't throw stones at your neighbors if your own windows are glass. Be at war with your vices, at peace with your neighbors, and let every new year find you a better man. Without freedom of thought, there can be no such thing as wisdom, and no such thing as public liberty. Without freedom of speech, to succeed, jump as quickly at opportunities as you do at conclusions. Money has never made man happy, nor will it. There is nothing in its nature to produce happiness. The more of it one has, the more one wants. God helps those who help themselves. Being ignorant is not so much a shame as being unwilling to learn. Rebellion against tyrants is obedience to God. Do not fear mistakes, you will know failure. Continue to reach out. Anger is never without a reason, but seldom with a good one. A false friend and a shadow attend only while the sun shines. Work as if you were to live 100 years. Pray as if you were to die tomorrow. Be slow in choosing a friend, slower in changing. Blessed is he that expects nothing, for he shall never be disappointed. Tricks and treachery are the practice of fools, that don't have brains enough to be honest. It is easier to prevent bad habits than to break them. How few there are who have courage enough to own their faults, or resolution enough to mend them. Having been poor is no shame, but being ashamed of it is. There are 3 faithful friends, an old wife, an old dog, and ready money. Take time for all things. Great haste makes great waste. I wake up every morning at 9 and grab for the morning paper. Then I look at the obituary page. If my name is not on it, I get up. Time is money. He that lives upon hope will die fasting. A life of leisure and a life of laziness are 2 things. There will be sleeping enough in the grave. One today is worth 2 tomorrows. The eye of the master will do more work than both his hands. There was never a good war or a bad peace. Where there's marriage without love, there will be love without marriage. Eat to please thyself, but dress to please others. Most people return small favors. Acknowledge medium ones and repay greater ones with ingratitude. A man wrapped up in himself makes a very small bundle. He that displays too often his wife and his wallet is in danger of having both of them borrowed. Never confuse motion with action. Where liberty is, there is my country. I am for doing good to the poor, but I differ in opinion about the means. I think the best way of doing good to the poor is not making them easy in poverty, but leading or driving them out of it. The U.S. Constitution doesn't guarantee happiness, only the pursuit of it. You have to catch up with it yourself. Beware the hobby that eats. Buy what thou hast no need of, and ere long thou shalt sell thy necessities. If time be of all things the most precious, wasting time must be the greatest prodigality. The way to see by faith is to shut the eye of reason. Your net worth to the world is usually determined by what remains after your bad habits are subtracted from your good ones. If you would be loved, love, and be lovable. There is no kind of dishonesty into which otherwise good people more easily and frequently fall than that of defrauding the government. Marriage is the most natural state of man, and the state in which you will find solid happiness. Distrust and caution are the parents of security. Speak ill of no man, but speak all the good you know of everybody. Write injuries in dust, benefits in marble. Necessity never made a good bargain. Hunger is the best pickle. To lengthen thy life, lessen thy meals. Fatigue is the best pillow. He that is of the opinion money will do everything, may well be suspected of doing everything for money. He that would live in peace and at ease must not speak all he knows or all he sees. Leisure is the time for doing something useful. This leisure the diligent person will obtain, the lazy one never. Words may show a man's wit, but actions his meaning. The discontented man finds no easy chair. For my own part, I wish the bald eagle had not been chosen the representative of our country. He is a bird of bad moral character. He does not get his living honestly. Genius without education is like silver in the mine. If a man could have half of his wishes, he would double his troubles. There never was a truly great man that was not at the same time truly virtuous. Beauty and folly are old companions. Who is rich? He that is content. Who is that? Nobody. The doors of wisdom are never shut. Content makes poor men rich, discontent makes rich men poor. The strictest law sometimes becomes the severest injustice. God works wonders now and then, behold a lawyer, an honest man. A good conscience is a continual Christmas. If all printers were determined not to print anything, till they were sure it would offend nobody, there would be very little printed. If a man empties his purse into his head, no one can take it from him. If you desire many things will seem few. There are two ways of being happy. We must either diminish our wants or augment our means. Either may do, the result is the same. And it is for each man to decide for himself and to do that which happens to be easier. A countryman between two lawyers is like a fish between two cats. The absent are never without fault, nor the present without excuse. Benjamin Franklin 1706–1790 was a renowned American polymath, inventor, and statesman, born in Boston. He started as a printer's apprentice and went on to revolutionize the world of science. Franklin's experiments with electricity resulted in remarkable discoveries, such as the invention of the lightning rod. Franklin's contributions extended beyond science. He played a pivotal role in shaping American politics during the Revolutionary era. As a diplomat in France, Franklin secured vital support for the young nation's independence. He also played a significant part in drafting key documents, like the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution. Furthermore, Franklin was an influential writer and publisher. His renowned publication, Poor Richard's Almanac, showcased his wit and practical wisdom. His writings continue to inspire and provide valuable insights. Remembered as one of the founding fathers, Franklin's legacy resonates with his commitment to public service and intellectual curiosity. His scientific achievements, diplomatic efforts, and literary contributions have left an indelible mark on American history and continue to inspire generations around the world.